Hey everybody, welcome back. Day 4 on Tripura. Here we are. We just had a blood moon last night, so we've got some bodies over here we need to take care of. And I just broke my pickaxe, so I'm actually going to need to go collect some stone, because once again I've let myself run out of stone up here. And I brought a bunch back up. I'm thinking that I dropped it out, but I'm just going to check that real quick and then just go run and beachcomb for more. Ah, there we go. Okay. So we're going to go make some blades. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe for a stone pickaxe. We've got our 4th villager on the way. So we'll go here and make a shelter. For said villager. Right now we have Gertrude, who is homeless. See the little mark over that tells us that shelter is unallocated. So we'll come over here and hit R and put Gertrude in it. Gertrude is mastery in agricultural practices. So right now we have 2 people who are unemployed, therefore they're builders. Proficiency in collecting in stones, handcrafting items, and foraging. Foraging 18. So she's our gatherer, and she's obviously doing a great job of it. Skill with ranged weapons. Okay, so here's our first farmer. So this person will be our first stone worker. So hopefully now we'll look for a lumberjack in the next few villagers that we get and see what we can do there. Meantime, they are working on that next shelter, which is fine. We're going to come out here and give them another job to do once they're done with that one, which is cleaning up this space. And now I'm going to kind of lay out where the front of the city is going to be. City, sounded really grand, didn't it? The front of the village is going to be. I think this well will be inside the main gate, and as I've said previously, we definitely don't want to destroy these. You can. If you terraform them up or down, they'll vanish. So put a well around it so that it does not get destroyed. I haven't tried to terraform one once it has a well, but I think it just gives you the red marks. You just can't move that. So that well will be slightly depressed as to the normal grade level, and that's fine. It'll be a little bit low, and we don't care. So I'm thinking about right here for the front gate, for the front wall. Yeah. I think we call this our front wall, if you will. Did not find any rope, So I come over here, I pin this, and I say, ah, yes, you're waiting for rope. And I think that fiber is just something that I don't have a lot of right now. So let's take a look around for some flax. Just as soon as possible, we want to get a farm up and running with some flax, because, boy, fiber is so critical, especially to getting through that first winter easily. You'll want to have a flax farm up and running as quick as possible so that you have fiber so that you can make clothes. Otherwise, everybody gonna be chilly, chilly, chilly. Alright, let's see if we have enough fiber to make a 5-pack of rope. We do. Why are you waiting for rope, guys? You don't need rope, whatever. Just get to work, man. Yeah, it's not going to let me build any of those. Alright. It's going to let me go how far? Right here. That's fine. And it's not going to let me chop down that tree just yet, because I'll need a better axe for that. This is about it. So if we make our front gate somewhere around right here, and we come in, then we want our lumber to be on the side right here, so I'll come here and we'll come off of this build. What's your complaint? Didn't find any stick, okay? She's going to tell us that she's gathered all she can, and there's just nothing more she can find. So we're going to grab 1, 2, 3 sticks. We're going to check to make sure we have the ability to build some rope, or we have some, which we do. And I'll grab 3 more sticks. So now I've got enough to make 2 banners. I'm going to pull up the map, and I'm going to look at where her 1 banner is, which is right here. And then I'll say, okay, well, given that radius, the next banner should be about right here. And then I'm going to run to that spot. We got our next citizen, Greta. So here's our next spot. So we pull up and we put markers, and then we'll put a food foraging marker right there. Give it what it wants, hit E. Now pulling up the map again. just click that off for right now. So I'll look at that marker, and I'll say, hey, we can put a marker about right here. Now we only need 2 more sticks to give her 1 more marker. So we're going to do that. Pull up the list again, click that off, look at it here and say, alright, next of all will be, let's say about right here. Oops. And now I'm looking around for sticks to grab on the way. Never a stick around when you want one. I'll just go running past all of these trees with sticks and just say, well, can't find a stick. Really can't. There's one. Alright, now we'll go down here to where we put that next marker. She's going to collect a bunch of mussels being down there on the beach. Good early game food. As long as I'm here, just take a moment to break this up. Wave less, work more. Well, that one only gave us 2. We've certainly had better than that before. See if there's a water source around as we run. Keep an eye on that. Hopefully this will be a 3. Good. Get a minimum of 3 out of this. A 4. Look at that. This is a lucky game. I have gotten now... No, that was 3. Alright, I had 1 on the ground. The very first one that I got, we got 4 out of, which was the first time I've ever seen that. Alright, we have a villager that's homeless, and we have a exclamation mark over a shelter. It tells us we've got an available shelter. So we'll go and assign Greta to that. And meanwhile, as long as we're doing that, we'll take a look at Greta. Since she's new, we'll say, okay, heavy hitter, heavy eater, thirsty giant, craftsman, daylight devotion, and snow strider. Okay, well, she'll be as good as any a lumberjack in the beginning, although I think obviously we'll want to eventually make her into a fighter because of the large health pool. But we shall see. So anyway, she's housed for now. And we've got everything we need to make another villager, so let's go ahead and make another shelter for them. Since we're getting hungry, I'll come over here and see what we have in the way of food, which looks like it's just some berries. Whoops. And onions. Onions are great. Onions are, so look at where my health is right now. Onions are like the med pack of the game. There's my health all the way up to full. Eat onions when you need to. Onion soup is great for that as well. Garlic has the same effect, but it seems less to me. Alright, our next villager coming. We've got 4 now, so this will be number 5. Stout Constitution, Wind Rider, clumsy at stone, but a retired bowman. Less prone and doesn't mind the wind. I'll take that. The guy looks pretty durable. Let's see how it goes. So that'll be our 5th villager, and we've still got to take care of these guys. Since I broke that stuff down there, I didn't bring that stone back up, and I should have. That was silly. So we'll run back down here where I broke that down. And we don't really need any large stone right now, but we do need plenty of small. So I'll break this one down, mash the E key a whole bunch of times. Grab some berries as long as I'm standing here. Come up here, break this stone as long as I'm standing here. Pick this big one up, and then you can still pick up stuff while you're carrying the big one, so I'll grab those other 2 that are there. Run this back into camp with us, because why not? Oh, you drop it sometimes if you try and walk up difficult terrain. Oh, I still need to make a club. Let's see if I can do that real quick. Go grab a couple resin. Five sticks. 1, 2. 3, 4. 5. Use that to make a... Well, you know what? We can do this. So we'll grab the 3rd resin that we need. And I'll go ahead and make a stone knife while I'm at it. Using the stone knife, go ahead and carve these guys up. Thankfully, this does not give us meat. what it does give us is potentially a piece of goat blood, and it gives us bone bits. So we'll pick up those bony bits, and we did get a piece of yolk blood out of it. That's nice. And now, with that in hand, we can go ahead and make a simple spiked club instead of the flimsy club. And now we can go over to this freaky little Smolkr who's just hanging out over this person. We have our first meat. And our first leather bits as well. Now on our campfire, if we go ahead and select that, we can choose to build a fire cover on there, which means it'll work in the rain. We could also make a barbecue, although we can't do them both at the same time, because if we try, it's going to say only one thing can be built at a time. So it's not going to let us pick that other one, so we'll let the folks do that when they wake up. And build that other structure, that other shelter for us. Meanwhile, we'll take care of gutting this guy. And when that barbecue is up, we'll cook that meat, and we'll have our first cooked meat, which is a reasonable thing to eat. Alright, our fifth villager is on the way. Our shelter for them is queued up. Our fire cover is queued up. And we're ready to probably start doing a little bit more terraforming. I want to go ahead and carry this line out and start to get that portion of it ready. Tomorrow, in the next session, we're going to go ahead and start the woodcutter's pit. Once we have the woodcutter and the stone cutter, then we get access to, so the hut, we'll have to do the gatherer's hut, and then we can do the farm, and then we can get flax production going. And I'm pretty eager to do that. So move this rock out of the way. We have another one of those guys hanging out here. They seem to like to come and hang out over people in their sleep. It's a little spooky. Generally, if you can do enough damage fast enough. Yeah, so wait until your stamina is fully recovered, so you can get all those hits in quickly. Alright, there's our next one done. I think I laid out the roadmap for next time, so I hope you'll come back for that. See you on the next side. This is Ace, signing off.